Shalom, all praise unto Yahweh Shemi Al Shai, double honors the apostles of GMS. Honestly, brothers, will be pushing this truth in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Alright, this is going to be a quick video regarding, the tensions that's brewing out there within the Middle East, alright, between Russia and Syria. And we know for the longest that America's basically wanted to topple the Syrian regime underneath Assad. And I'm going to get into some of those informations in there, okay? And it says here also in this proper fortress website I like to use. If you gotta sift some of these articles, but it's proven useful at times. It says warning: preparing for nuclear attack. Russia suspends nuclear pact with U.S. and prepares for citizens for war. It says World War III fears escalate, of which World War III really started a long time ago. Okay. Just like any battle or any war, you're gonna have it to where armament, troops, and all of that is gonna be moved into the key locations, the key zones, and that's what you're seeing playing out here, man. Stuff is being moved into key locations and key zones, and that's been happening for years. And I've done videos where I've showed you how the so-called American aggression. Is that rather more the so-called Russian aggression is actually American aggression, in that you have a lot more American troops out there surrounding Russia, and really rather more surrounding Iran, okay, probably because of the nuclear resources they got there, but ultimately just for world domination, man. Esau wants to be God, and those are the two things that stand in his way. Russia, rather more three things: Russia, Iran, and China, man. Okay, so. Without much further ado, let me start off with this, because this is in Sputnik News. This happened just today. Okay, it says United States has broken off talks with Russia on resolving the so-called Syrian conflict, blaming Moscow for failing to fulfill its part of the ceasefire. Now, we knew this was coming, okay, because you had these so-called ceasefire talks not too long ago, maybe 2-3 months ago, and everybody thought that this escalating war to World War III had concluded. But what Esau likes to do, the so-called white man, what he likes to do, okay, of which you're going to have some jakes that are going to look like so-called white people, just to throw that out there, because you got some individuals out there that think this is just a black-white race type thing, of which the Mosai does have a preferential race, that being Israel, right? The Israelites, as spoken about within the book of Deuteronomy, the 7th chapter and the 6th verse, okay, and so on and so forth with scriptures alike. But it also says in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter and the 64th verse, how that we was going to be scattered amongst all the people. So you're going to get jakes that damn near scattered amongst them Amalekites, man. And that's a crazy thing to think about. But the Mosai, hey, he could do that, man. And he has done that, because we was going to be scattered amongst all of the nations, but the Mosai was going to redeem his elect from amongst those. Okay, but not to sidetrack too far from the point. You had the so-called ceasefire that was instigated by United States, okay, and Russia played along. But see, that was to their demise, because what Esau likes to do, he likes to play the role of plausible deniability. Okay, so in creating that ceasefire and having both parties take part in it, he basically set up a situation where he could have push them into what you have now, right? Push them into backing out, and then frame them as the bad guys, okay, as the aggressors. And that's exactly what you're having right now. It says the ceasefire deal for escalating violence in the war-torn Arab country, particularly Aleppo, right? Analyst Vladimir Filipov, all right, suggested that the timing of Washington's decision is strange. All right, and it ain't strange, man. That's what the scriptures say in the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. All right, let me get that right quick. That's the flavor of the month for me right now. Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter and the 3rd verse. Been bringing out a little, bringing that out a few times. My number look. There we go. Okay, Habakkuk 2 and 3. All right, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. It ain't gonna lie. The word tarry, wait for it, because it shall surely come. It will not tarry, man. So the Most High put it within their spirit to, to make that decision, man. All right, it says experts say that there is an explanation, right? Moderate or not moderate rebels are not the issue, right? he wrote for RIA, right? Novosti. Okay, it says this question is who. The question is who is been trapped in Aleppo. It says experts said that there's approximately 2,000 Western, right, instructors, and then it goes on so on and so forth. I mean, you could read the rest for yourself, but ultimately we need to take away from this is the so-called ceasefire, the joint ceasefire that they had. And we did, brothers did videos about it a long time ago, and we told you that it was gonna fall apart. And if we didn't, well, hey, if I didn't, another brother said it. Okay, this so-called joint, ceasefire was gonna stop at some point, man. Okay, now you got it to where you got this, man. Okay, warning, preparing for nuclear attack. Russia suspends nuclear pact with the United States, and this was posted on the 4th, so today, right? Okay, it says Russia builds huge underground shelters in Moscow. Why? Because it's trying to protect its so-called citizens, of which they're Edomites too. But they're a different breed of Edomite. You ain't gonna see, them Russians condoning the homosexuality that you got out here within this country, man. That just ain't gonna happen, man. Okay, but they are Edomites, so they got that faggot DNA within them. Okay, so don't be surprised if you see some strange things. But for the most part, the Most High put a different kind of spirit on them, man. All right, they just ain't down with that Babylonianism. Okay, but in so doing, they're gonna mutually destroy all the Edom, man. And that's why the scripture says, if two houses be divided up against themselves, how they gonna stand? They ain't gonna stand. Them houses ain't gonna stand. All right. If you rising up against your missus or whatever, man, and she talking shit and you're talking shit to her, I don't know, them kids are gonna be all kind of messed up, man. You're gonna be all kind of messed up, man. All right. It says warning: preparing for nuclear attack. Russia suspends nuclear pact with the U.S. and prepares citizens for war. Okay, World War III. And it says fears escalate. Russia builds huge underground bunkers. Now, I want to just I want to search one of these things just to corroborate this, because I don't want to just post this raw, Okay, so if I search this, let's see what comes up. So Russia suspends nuclear pact with the U.S. So I'm gonna search that in my Google, okay, and see what pops up. And it'll be interesting to find out what pops up, man. All right. So Putin suspend nuclear pact, and that's ruthless, man. That's beautiful right there, man. That's beautiful. So that validates what was being said over there. Let's read a little bit of this. It says Putin suspends nuclear pact, raising stakes in row with Washington, man. It's like, goddamn, man. It's like, goddamn, man. This is the shit that's happening out here, man. He says Russian President Vladimir Putin on Monday suspends a treaty with Washington, right, on cleaning up weapons-grade plutonium, signaling he is willing to use nuclear disarmament as a bargaining chip, right, in dispute with the United States over Ukraine. So starting in last year's Cold War, Russia and the United States signed a series of accords to reduce the size of nuclear arsenals, agreement that have so far survived intact despite a soaring of the U.S. and Russian relations under Putin. It says, but on Monday, Putin issued a decree suspending an agreement and concluded in 2000, which bound the two sides to dispose of surplus plutonium originally intended for use in nuclear weapons. Let's read that again, because Jake has got slow bellies, man. Okay, it says, but on Monday, Putin issued a decree suspending an agreement, right, concluded in 2000, which bound the two sides to dispose of surplus plutonium originally intended for the use of nuclear warheads. It says the Kremlin said it was taking action in response to unfriendly acts by Washington. They made the announcement shortly before Washington said it was suspending talks with Russia on the trying end of violence in Syria, man. So hey, man, okay, things is popping out there, man. So you ain't gonna get this from IUIC, man, or ISPK. They're too invested within Babylon. Anything that anything that speaks against what's going on in Babylon, that's just detrimental to their mental health. Okay, it says the plutonium accord is not the cornerstone of the post-Cold War US-Russia disarmament, and the practical implications for suspension will be limited, but the suspension and the linkage to the disagreements on the other side carries powerful symbolisms. Okay, Putin's decree signals that other nuclear disarmament cooperation deals between the United States and Russia are at risk of being undermined. All right. And so this decision is likely to attempt. The decision is likely an attempt to convey to Washington the price of cutting off dialogues on Syria, which is what I read, to start off with. Okay, so let's go back to this article we had here. So it says Europe and the United States are embarrassingly unprepared for Russian aggression, claimed General Pavel, which is an American, I imagine. Okay, it says the warning comes amid concerns that Russia's president is amassing military firepower and troops close to Ukraine borders, right? Because they're about to go all out war out here. Okay, and let's see if we got any more pointers to bring out here. Okay, so let me read this. It says Russia prepares citizens for nuclear war with the West and builds huge underground bunkers. Now, I don't know how true that one is. Okay, let's again search it, because that's what you're gonna do with some of these pieces of information. You gotta just read it verbatim and just, that's that. So underground shelters, Moscow. Let's see what pops up, because hey, if they're doing that, if I got supporting evidence to prove that, man, goddamn, they're getting ready, man. So Russian president, oh man, that was 17 hours ago. Shit. Okay, so really, there's like a few different videos out here you could really have done, but I condensed it into one. He says Russia has built massive nuclear bunkers capable of providing shelter for Moscow's 12 million people as Vladimir Putin Putin gears up for the devastating nuclear war with the West. And I'm laughing because you know what? This is what we need, man. This is what I need in my life right now, man. I need this thing to pop off, man. Okay, forget some retirement plans. Okay, forget trying to make it out here within this society. Now this needs to pop off, man. All right, and y'all Ratas, I'll be off the elect and do some damage to these Edomites, man. Okay, all right, amongst other things. So it says giant bunkers, which were revealed by Russian officials on Friday, are a response to the mounting tensions between the Kremlin and Washington over a Russian intervention in Syria's civil war. So that was going to be the topping point, man. It says U.S. has accused the former Soviets of launching airstrikes, which they do that all the time. They accuse them of all kinds of different things. It says which have led to the death of thousands of civilians, so etc. So, hey, it seems like that article was pretty much on point, man. Okay, because you got the corruption. Where's this coming from? This is from the Express. Okay, the Daily Express. That's a tangible source of information. We have to do some digging and balance out different things. But pretty much you get a gist of where it was going with this. So that let's get some scriptures. In fact, because we've seen we've seen the news side of things. But let's see what the scriptures say, because it's important to get the scriptures. All right, I want to go to Isaiah the 24th chapter, man. All right, and then I wanna get this bit here, because that's what it's all leading to, man. Okay, all of this. Okay, and I'll go back and I'll read this title again. Warning: preparing for nuclear attack. Russia suspends a nuclear pact with US and prepares citizens for World War III. You've seen the different evidence, man. I did it raw. I really should. Sometimes you just gotta do it raw. You see the article, you do the video in it. Okay, I should have really maybe had these pieces of information in the background prepared or whatever, but hey, the Spirit had it to where, we got to it straight away, man. All right, so here's Isaiah, just to close off the video, Isaiah 24:3, it says, the land shall be utterly emptied and spoiled. Okay, for the Lord have spoken this word. So the Lord have spoken this word. It's going to be destroyed, brothers. And so you brothers that are catching all kind of hell, hey, doth not the scripture say through much tribulation we're going to enter into the kingdom? We're catching hell, man. This kingdom's fucked up. It's fucked up, man. All right. This is a fucked up kingdom. There's no other way to put it. What would you want to? Would you want the Lord to send you a chariot, and then as other people are just going about their business, you be in a chariot right up until the kingdom comes? Come on, man. All right, come on, man. The meek was going to inherit the earth. Meek implies you're gonna be humbled, man. And there's a big thing of pride within this society. So, hey, the Most High has to put you in certain situations where you're like, man, God damn it, I ain't shit. Okay, and don't worry about Shimei outside for pulling me out of that situation. Okay, so without that's enough rambling for today. Okay, check out the news. All right, check out the different articles. You got 3 different sources, same damn thing. Okay, check it all out. With that, I'm gonna say, all praise unto Yahweh Shimei Shai. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who, through the Spirit Yahweh Shimei Shai, showed us this truth, showed us how to be men. Okay, showed us how to go about finding this truth. Okay, those are the men that the Most High set up. You got a lot of demons out there that are being roused up, and they're coming up against those that foundation the Most High basically built up, and with the cornerstone being Yahushua, and then the disciples that were sent forth, that being the apostles of GMS, the elder apostles of GMS, and the brothers underneath them, man. All right, you're supposed to defend the gospel. These guys coming up talking all kind of madness, and there's actual some proper proof of what these elders have been saying for years, bro. So with that, I'm gonna say all praise unto Yahweh Shimei Shai, double honor to the apostles of GMS. I'm just both pushing this truth sincerely. Shalom.